Welcome to the Jason and Jordan Show. My name is Jason.
And I'm Jordan. What's up, y'all?
I think we got a pretty good one for you guys today. I think today we're going to try some new things, you know?
Absolutely.
We're going to try, what is it? Ranking favorite bands from whatever genre we come up with between now and then.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure. So, you have a pretty good week?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
What'd you do? Tell us.
All right. A few things. Well, so I had a good week overall with a few minor hiccups. I will say warranty companies are terrible.
Yeah.
They suck.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's all gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And you know what? It caused me to have a rough day. But you know what? Overall, really, it wasn't that bad. So let me start here. On Sunday, my car was running a little funny. And so I was like, man, I can't come into work, whatever. So I took it to the shop. And then they're like, okay, so you have oil leaking into one of your cylinders. But it's like a small leak, right? So it was fouling out my spark plug. So I called the warranty company. I'm like, hey, bud, it's a leak because of a mechanical failure, like a piston thing.
Yeah.
In the seal and all this other kind of junk. They're like, well, we would have to have them tear down the engine to verify it is actually mechanical. Mm-hmm. And so with that, I was like, you know what? I'm not spending money on a gamble.
Right.
That you might cover it.
Yeah.
And you also said you're going to cover partial teardown. How much is that? $100?
Right. Yeah.
Like, y'all aren't being crazy specific. And
partial is just a wide word in general.
Dude, if it's $1,000 to break it down hypothetically, which is going to be more because
right.
It just is. It just is going to be more.
Yeah. We don't claim to be mechanics, but
no, absolutely not.
I see it foreseeing being more.
Yeah, my expertise stop at doing spark plugs and oil changes.
My expertise stops at hitting the gas. Yeah, hitting the gas pedal.
That's right. That's why you call Charlie.
Man, yeah, but he can't work on my car.
Oh, he's too far away, but still, he's a good mechanic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He'll tell you what's up.
But at any rate, I was actually waiting for the podcast to share this with you because I thought it was pretty cool.
Ooh, whoa, okay.
So Jake Paco hit us up yesterday about doing a loft sessions at House of Henry.
Oh.
It's a cool thing that they've been doing with certain local artists, and basically they take you up there and do like a small interview. You do a song, and then they post it on YouTube, their page, and do all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of neat. It has like a Bobby Bones vibe. If you've seen some of his stuff where you got your guitar, you're talking to him and everything, and just kind of talking about the scene, talking about you. I mean, everyone has been different so far from what I've seen online. I just think it's a cool little thing, man. I mean...
No, I'm very excited for you. It's going to be both you and Dave?
Yes.
Wow. And then this is going to go on YouTube.
Yep, on House of Henry's page. And then,
what's House of Henry's YouTube?
I think it's House
of Fresh.
Yeah, it's... Dude, let me tell you something. It's so fresh that their page actually has a... So you can't mini player the page because they've put it on that it's made for kids.
All right.
What I'm saying is, whoever's doing it is pretty fresh on YouTube, I think, who's uploading it.
Right. I mean, we're fresh too, so no hate.
Oh no, absolutely no. I just wish I knew who it was. So I could say, hey, just so you know, the mini player thing is not working because blah blah blah. And you'd probably, and they may get more views on it. With it being not made for, like, if they say it's not made for kids, then more people will watch it.
Right, yeah.
Because I think once you do that, I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine that the videos would come up more on like YouTube Kids, or if there's a thing called YouTube Kids. I know there's a restriction thing. I think
that's as far as it goes. I think as far as it goes is being able to set parental controls and just say, hey, look, you can't watch these types of videos.
Yeah, anything that says it's not for kids, you don't watch it.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure.
We would be on that list.
Oh yeah,
we'd be on that list.
Yeah, 100%. We would be on that list.
Oh yeah.
Also, you know, it's just a cool thing that they're doing that for artists, like
oh yeah,
like
for
let's
local people, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
or local, yeah, that's what I meant, local artists,
right?
You know, it's super, man. It's just cool because some of these people, you know, around here, yeah.
Well, just so that
a little warm,
yeah, a little bit.
I mean,
but hey, look, just so that people know, Paco used to be on a local radio station here for God knows how long, and now he's doing local gigs for people.
But he was also on iHeartRadio after that.
Right, yeah, I did forget about the iHeartRadio, yeah. And then after that, he transitioned to booking gigs, local bands for various different local...
Marketing.
Right, various local restaurants. And, you know, whatever makes him happy makes him happy. He's, you know, done a lot locally.
Hell yeah.
They've
done so much. He's brought the iHeartRadio scene here.
Right.
Which has been cool. I remember they had a concert series, like a benefit concert series. That was just absolutely amazing because
right.
you know, all proceeds went to some charity. I can't really remember. It was a couple years ago.
Right. I remember on 97X, he would come on shortly after Stroke and Short Bus. So when I was doing like a little bit of an internship there,
oh yeah,
he would you know, pass by. You'd see him.
Yeah, but he's such a cool dude.
You felt too low to actually talk to him. Like, oh, I'm just an intern, you know.
But he's definitely not that kind of dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no.
Like 100%, you could sit there and go talk to him, and it doesn't even doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
Like,
I think it's more about me being intimidated. Like, whoa,
it was 100% like in your head that you couldn't talk to him.
Exactly,
for
it was
sure.
Definitely in my head for sure.
Because I mean, he's a great dude. Like, you know, remember when we were at House of Henry? He came right up to me. I didn't see him come up. He's like, hey, how you doing? Just little stuff like that. Like, he could have just passed by and never said a word to me.
Yeah.
But just little things like that, I think, are very cool.
Right, absolutely. Connecting with the people that he's booking, and
he's been great. He's been great to work with. I know the dude's busy as can be. Like, so he's on my Facebook page, and every day that man is like, I'm at Disney World here. I'm at here. I'm doing this here. Yeah. I'm up at 5 a.m. at freaking the gym.
Amen. How old is he now?
Shit, I don't know, but he's in better shape than both of us combined.
Look, if he's in his 40s or 50s, good on him.
He's got to be. He did 97X when we were in high school, and even in the middle school, I want to say he did it.
Yeah.
So let's
doing it for a good hot minute, but
he's got to be 40 something, man.
Getting out, keeping your body in motion instead of sitting at the house doing a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, realistically. You and I should probably be doing the same thing, especially now that I got healthcare. If I break something, I got healthcare. All right.
Whoa, you got healthcare?
Like, yeah, good healthcare too. Bomb ass healthcare. Like what
you paying per month?
$50.
You're gonna have to hook me up. I ain't got no.
Well, that was because they based it off my
income.
my income for my job, and I work part time, but it's not basing it off like the gigs yet.
Wow.
So most likely I'll have to pay something back, but for now that's future me's problem.
Oh yeah, that's future you's
I'd rather
problem.
have good healthcare right now,
like,
you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get hooked up with some kind of healthcare because
I've been getting so I know for right now you do DoorDash full time.
Oh yeah.
And I've been getting emails from them about getting hooked up with healthcare plans. Again, I don't know what the company it'll be, but I don't know. I didn't read into it, but I was just telling you that did seem like it was an option. You know, like I saw that and it's like, you know what, hey, maybe Jason will be interested in this.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely interested in any kind of healthcare that I can get because right now having no healthcare versus having a little bit of healthcare.
Bro, let me tell you how much. let me tell you how much I paid whenever I had that respiratory infection a month ago.
Ooh. How much you pay? $0.
Yeah.
It was free. Damn. I'm gonna have to give me some of that for sure.
Yeah, but again, I got one of the
A
better
little
ones.
bit
It was either like $5 or $10 a month with a crazy, out of pocket max.
Deductible and yeah.
Dude, yeah, my out of pocket for the year is only $1,800.
Right. Which
Like-
yeah. So then $1,800 if you blow through that in 6 months, and then the rest of the year you don't have to pay nothing.
Nothing.
Right. I know about healthcare. I just don't have any of it. I used to hook people up with healthcare, and I don't have any.
Which is crazy to me.
My taxes are all complicated. I don't feel like going through all that complicated crap.
It is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It is a pain in the ass, absolutely. But let me loop back
Okay. Well,
because
suckle on.
so the whole thing with Paco and local artists, which is super cool, and I want to kind of express this,
Yeah.
is so the scene around here has been getting so much better. Like me and my buddy Eli had a show on Saturday,
Yeah.
and Mason showed up again. He came and hung out with us again.
Sons of Saints. Yep.
Yeah, and we he's just been so awesome. Like he'll take videos of us playing and he'll post them on their page and their Instagram
Yep.
and everything else. And it feels like it's starting to become like a really
Close knit family.
it kind of is, because I mean, me and Eli went to see Chase. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but he was
Yeah.
at
But how connected are the rest? Like, obviously you connected good with Mason, Sandy, Eli,
Chase.
Chase. But what about how connected? Do you think that? Oh God, no, I can't even think of his name. Come on, help me out.
Give me country rock.
No. Or Irish buddy. Well, he's not Irish.
Oh,
But he does Irish.
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. Do you
So-
think Anthony Peebles is going to show up?
No.
Okay. So it's not that
No,
close.
and well, but hold on.
He does a lot of gigs. He's got a fam.
Exactly. So look, the thing is, what I'm saying, it's closer now than it's been, and the thing is that all the people that have been going to their shows mostly,
Yeah.
and vice versa, we're
Yeah.
we're all kind of starting to become like a little community. And the thing is I haven't been to one of Anthony's shows in forever, but again, Anthony, I haven't been. Last time I think I went was with you.
Oh.
It's been a hot minute, man. He took a good break.
Hot minute is like 2 months. Max.
So
It
it's a
was
hot.
this year.
So it's a hotter minute.
Hotter.
Like,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
this,
hot.
like this room hot.
No.
Well,
No,
that-
this is at the top.
This is
This is at the top, bro. Just so y'all know, we're sitting in a garage with no central heat or air.
and we can't have the fan on because all you're gonna hear is fan noise in the mics, and
exactly.
y'all don't want to hear that,
And,
and I don't want to hear that
And
either.
it wouldn't be that bad if, say, we were maybe in Massachusetts or Michigan, Chicago area, but being in Florida,
We're in the dick of the U.S.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can.
Well, we're in the ball sack. Miami's like the tip of the dick kind of deal.
Yeah, we're the ball sack. But,
Little balls though.
I mean, it just kind of curves down. I'm just trying.
So it's a limp dick.
We ain't hard for nothing. Hey, man.
Anyways,
We're hard for
Skipping.
that meth. but-
you know what? No, that's probably Indiana.
No, man.
No, let me tell you. No, a guy
Florida is capital of meth.
next to Indiana, bro. No.
Go
My
ahead.
my
Tell me you're
coworker,
Indiana.
my coworker from Indiana,
Oh, from Indiana says what?
and other people that I've met from Indiana that has visited there, are like, dude, meth is like every freaking where.
Yeah, you ever been to my neck of the woods? Hang out in my neck of the woods for like a week, and then
Boy,
you tell me.
every time I come up to your place, the skies get darker and banjos start ringing. Like, it's bad.
Okay, I live closer to the Alabama line, yes, but I'm just saying, like, you want to see some methed out people, you come to my neck of the woods. I'm not on meth, that's for sure.
No,
I don't do that.
You have too many teeth.
Yeah, I got too many teeth, and I mean, my skin's not that great. I ain't got that good of skin, but I ain't got no meth mites neither.
Nah, man. Remember them crazy videos they used to show you in high school about meth?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You take that health class or whatever.
I remember them doing it in the gym. No, it was middle school. It was middle school in the gym. Remember they brought the police in there about 6th, 7th grade?
Oh yeah.
And then all I remember is
the
it
whole
going-
cop car sitting in the gym, blaring its sirens, and you're like, damn, it's loud.
It's like, hey, this is a big echo chamber. Can you not?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like this is a bit stupid.
Yeah, you just drowned out like 800 middle school kids.
No, you
All-
probably
all
deafened them.
bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you, most of my hearing loss is from that. I guess I'm just gonna blame it on that.
Right. Yeah, but I do remember that now. And then they would have the guy come out and be like, I don't think they had a former meth addict though.
No, they played a video, and I remember they tried to play it through them little BS speakers they had on the top of the gym.
Yeah, yeah.
And all I remember is this girl screaming like, "Oh, they're in my skin!"
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that didn't freak me out to not do drugs. That freaked me out just in general.
it kind of freaked me out, and only because I had just got done like shortly before then. I'd watched the movie Scorpion. You ever seen that movie? I think it was Scorpion, but
I just know Scorpion King
Scorpion King. There you go. You got it.
with The
And there-
Rock.
Right, but then in part of that movie,
Oh,
the bugs
he went under his skin.
right, the bugs go underneath its skin and just like start crawling around, and then she's
Ugh.
talking about stuff underneath her skin. So that was like,
That shit
man,
makes my
that's
dick
crazy.
shiver.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Yeah. So I remember being a little freaked out over that video and going, whoa. You mean those little bugs are going to be crawling in me? No,
No.
I'm good, G.
little LeCoux.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, LeCoux is cockroach.
Cockroach.
It's a big story.
La cucaracha.
Hola,
cockroach.
cuclae. Yep. That's another story. We'll save that for another podcast.
But yeah, but in health class in middle school as well, they would always have like the picture of the girl like before math, and she's kind of average looking, and then after math she's got like 5 years later on meth,
Jeez.
she's just like super wrinkled out.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Definitely ridden hard and put up wet.
Something happened to her.
Yeah,
Man.
she's rough.
Man, it was just I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, those things never. You know what? I just thought of something. We always used to wear them Dare T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Not a damn one of us that wore them listened.
No, you didn't wear the Dare T-shirt because you were against drugs. You wore the Dare T-shirt because they gave it to you for free.
Yeah, and all you needed was a good T-shirt.
Right. You're like, yeah, I got the Dare T-shirt on because last week they gave it to me. Whatever. I mean, I think we all smoked a little bit of weed for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
A little bit of that green stuff. So,
Go ahead.
anyway, while you're looking up something weird,
Well, yeah. Go ahead, bro. You got this.
yeah, I got this. Anyway, so I'll tell you about my week. So me and the Gramps, we're making a lot of changes around the property.
Right. You were telling me something about it.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of pecan trees, and they're all kind of just like dead, essentially. They're eat up with moss. They're like 30, 40 years old. They wasn't really took care good back in the day. Give me a second.
You good, G.
Oh, yeah. I had just had to clear my throat. But anyway, so we're getting new pecan trees, and we're cutting down like a couple of them as well. So we got a guy coming out next week. He's going to cut down some trees. Then we got some new trees coming in. We're going to get some satsumas, which is pretty good. I mean,
Some what?
satsumas, they're like a citrus, but they're super easy to peel. They look like an orange, but they don't taste like an orange. But they're like super ridiculous to peel.
What the hell do they taste like?
Like a satsuma. I mean, what's a grape taste like?
Sure don't taste like
It tastes
chicken?
like a grape, huh? It tastes like citrus. It's citrus, man.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I told you it was a citrus.
Oh, I thought I heard
it's
you
like
say.
an orange, but it's not an orange. It's
I
just
thought you-
easy to peel. Yeah,
I thought you meant it looked like an orange.
yeah, it does.
Not that it
you
may-
would you would definitely get it confused with an orange. So, but anyway, we're gonna do that, and then we actually met up with a guy to get solar power.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, we're going California on people now. And so, guy's going to come out, hook up some solar power. The craziest part about getting solar power is the fact that they're like, no, don't pay us anything. Just, pay us X number of dollars per month for 25 years.
Which is one kind of crazy.
Right.
I think.
And then he was talking about going out to the electrical meter and essentially watching this sumbitch go backwards.
How insane would that be?
And then, like, at the end of the year, the electrical company going, hey, look, we actually owe you money. You wanna take our check? Because essentially what
I don't know,
doing,
man. It's kind of like if it's too good to be true, it is.
Yeah, but it's essentially not that. You're essentially getting away from the electrical company. I just kind of over-exaggerated it a little bit. But essentially, whatever solar power you're not using, at the end of the year, like, hey, you only used, in our case, my grandfather came out to an average of 11,000 kilowatts a year.
And just so I understand, you're talking about this on your grandpa's place, not yours.
Yeah, right. My grandfather's place, not my place, for sure. But anyway, he used about 11,000 kilowatts a year, but then the system actually generates 13,500 kilowatts a year. So, or supposed to.
Yeah, it's supposed to. We'll see what happens, man.
For the price, it better. But anyway, so then that if my grandfather stays on pace with the 11,000, then he should have 2,500 kilowatts of power that is unused that he then takes and sells back to the electric company that will then pay him for that electric.
Right.
And the whole thing is the guy was telling us is that the electrical companies are wanting to get people off the power grid because there's too many people on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, whenever the population gets bigger, there's going to be more houses, more electricity.
Exactly.
And solar power only makes sense.
You can get people off and then buy that electric back from them. It's cheaper than trying to upgrade their whole system.
Now that makes more sense.
So, right. And so, I mean, it sounded like there was nothing wrong. Like, this dude, he was a damn good salesman because he put no negatives out there. Like, he just hit you with positive after positive. You're like, man,
but that's kind of like
why don't more people do this?
But that's kind of like the car salesman that's sitting there like, this is a nice and good 1943. The engine's running fine. It's not a day. That engine's been rebuilt.
Right.
And then you open it up, there's a rat's nest in there, and it's like, oh, man, that just gives it more horsepower.
And then that's why we have lemon laws, too. You never heard of lemon laws?
I mean, I have, but, I don't know of anyone that's actually benefited from the lemon laws, personally.
That's because nobody's out there actually legitimately selling lemons.
I feel like my car was a lemon.
You don't want to go to jail.
I feel like my 300 was a lemon, damn it. Everything went fucking wrong with that.
You made it a lemon. You made that 300 a lemon.
Yeah, I did everything. Yeah, I blew the radiator out 3 times, bro.
Hey, man. Stay off the gas pedal. Not a mechanic. Don't claim to be a mechanic.
Yeah, you're just being a dick.
Lay off the gas pedal.
Dude, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking.
It's like saying, well, I wore my brakes down. Well, lay off the gas or the brake pedal, man.
That's not how that works.
I'm
pretty sure that's not how that works.
What do you mean? If you don't use your brakes as often, then you won't burn them so quick.
Not with the brakes, but I'm talking about with the damn radiator.
Oh, that was
the brakes. I get that.
That was
okay.
all random.
I was gonna say the brakes. I get that.
I have no idea what
a
radiator is. Fuck that.
It cools the engine.
For all that. Well, I know that. Yeah, I'm not that stupid. I mean,
you just said you don't know what it was. I was trying to help you out. I was trying to help you, and look at this. Look, this is what I get for trying to help your ass. All right, look. So we're gonna move on. we got some McChickens from Mickey D's. We're gonna sample that.
We are not sampling Mickey D's, man. I ain't got the stomach for Mickey D's. Don't tell these people lies.
Look, man, I got the room. I just don't have the my dude. I'm gonna be in the John for like 2 hours after
At the Mickey D's, you're damn
man.
straight.
Is it me or is like so? I haven't been to you. You look at me and you ain't gonna believe I haven't been to Mickey D's in a while. But like like I ain't been in a while. But I remember the last time going, dude. I felt like trash after I ate.
Your body changes. I think between age like one, well, fuck one, like 5 and like Happy Meal age to like 23, 24, you're straight. You can eat whatever you want. After 24, you gotta calm down on that Mickey D.
You know what? Also, though, one thing I've thought about is as I get closer to 30, I haven't been nearly as active as when I was in 22, 23, though, too, to burn off all
You were
that shit.
active?
Bro, I used to work 80 hours a week, and some of it was
that's true.
outside.
Yeah. You did work 80 hours for a good hot minute.
Fuck yeah. I was always in one of the jobs, I was outside in the sun the whole shift.
Man, you talking about that Eastern.
No. I'm talking about that Enterprise doing 200 cars in a day.
That Enterprise.
But
yeah.
Eastern too, son. Bro,
Well, they gave you a little guard check?
that AC, that AC didn't work. Look, so let me tell y'all.
Hang out the porta pot.
Man, woo. Dude, the Porta Johns were so bad out there.
Yeah.
You could smell them from 100 yards away. I would listen, man. I bet.
I was there. I seen it.
I know.
I smelt it.
Also, what killed me is that the owners must have signed a deal with the devil. Because let me tell you, I remember one day it was raining at the gate and at the seawall and sunshine in the yard. This is Nelson. Like it was insane. How? Because rain
That's
stops
Florida
work. Rain stops work.
No.
Not at Eastern. No.
Yeah. It don't.
It only rains there because it has
rain
to
at
look
the
natural.
desert. It don't rain at the desert, man.
We're in Florida. It rains all the fucking time.
I used to call that in the Allenton yard, the desert.
That was the only place it wouldn't rain.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It don't rain at the desert.
I get what you're saying now.
Nah.
But still, man, it was, excuse me, freaky.
Yeah, it is freaky.
Oh, man.
Just so you know, Eastern Shipbuilding Group, they build ships.
No. No, I'm just being a dick.
Yeah. A little bit. Of course, we're all dicks anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, we're just
Anyway, they
messing around.
They
yeah.
build ships. They, big, gigantic cargo ships most of the time. And they have the whole field, nothing but sand for obvious reasons, a.k.a. a shit ton of welding. So, you don't want fire. So, non-flammable stuff in there.
I set fire to the rain.
Right. I set fire.
Speaking of...
I'll never hit Adele.
You said hit?
Yeah, I will never hit Adele. Oh man, you're taking that out of context.
No,
man.
I just don't
walk
know.
up to her and smack her in the face. No, man.
No, I'm asking in what context do you mean? I don't know if you mean. I know
Like
you don't
her
mean
voice.
Oh, I was gonna say I know you don't mean freaking physically. I was
You
just like,
looked at me like, what the hell?
like,
and I'm
well,
like,
I mean,
man.
hit, dude. People use the term hit in a lot of different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why
No,
I was like, what exactly do
I'll
you?
never hit her voice. That's I'll never hit that
Oh,
kind of.
yeah, I'm not. We're not
No,
Anthony.
fuck that.
We're not Anthony Peoples.
Anthony couldn't keep par with her either. No,
I'd like to see him try.
I'd like to see him try.
It'd be fun.
It would be, but she'd still blow him out of the water.
All right.
So go ahead.
Nah, ladies first.
Age before beauty.
Beauty before age. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. All right, no. And anyways,
Yeah.
you go ahead, man. This was gonna be your segment.
Oh, my segment.
Hell yeah, you had the idea. So let's.
Ooh, so essentially, we're going to get into ranking our favorite artists, bands. Just trying to think of a good genre. Like, what genre do you want to start them out with? Do you want
That's
a time
tough.
frame? Do you want to go time frames on it?
Kind of. I got to thinking. Like I was telling him, it's super tough to sit there and say five. And I guess five
favorite
albums.
band- yeah,
Are we
5
doing bands or albums?
Let's do bands. Let's just
Okay.
do bands. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to do top 5 bands. I mean, we'd almost have to do genre, and this is kind of what like rock is obviously Led Zeppelin, Queen, stuff like that. I would put Queen and rock for sure.
Classic
where-
rock,
I mean,
rock and roll.
Where else can I put Queen?
Yeah.
Can't put him in
Pop.
opera. Boy.
FYE. Pop rock, man.
Popular rock. I mean, it's not wrong, but
Hey, man.
look, I don't ever want to see Whitechapel in pop rock.
Oh, man.
that's when it's gonna hurt my soul.
It was like I think they had like 3 Days Grace sitting right next to Taylor Swift or something like that. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what kind of organization do y'all have? And then the guy is like, this isn't what you think it is. This is
That dude
popular rock. It says pop/rock, but he's categorized this as popular rock.
So why would you put the slash? Because the slash does
Right.
not shorten a word.
Yeah, no, it separates two words without a period.
Yeah. Now
Right.
if it said pop, period, rock,
Right.
that makes sense.
It
I would
probably
get
make
that.
just as much sense as having a slash, but still,
Well, it's just like-
pop and rock.
Well, it's just like heavy / metal. Like that's two separate. That makes it two separate words.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it does make
Look,
two separate words, just like if you added a period. But that's just crazy. It was just insane for him to say that, and it just stuck with me ever since, man. That was like
I
5-6
know.
years ago.
Every now and then you bring it up, and it just still tickles me.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start with this though? Like what genre?
Let's get away from genre. Let's just do a time frame.
Ooh,
what
that's
do you want
harder.
a time frame? Let's do a decade. But
I'm
don't
gonna-
do 20s, man. He was thinking about doing 20s. I ain't got that kind of knowledge.
No.
I need to
I
do
wasn't thinking
research
about
before
20s for
20s.
this.
Yeah.
You were talking about something different, doing the 20s thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where we'd have to actually do research and figure
a whole
out.
draft scenario.
Yeah.
So 5 favorite bands from.
We can start at the 60s. It's just honestly for me, if I say 60s, it's gonna be something like everyone knows, nothing out of
Right.
the ordinary.
Nothing out. It's just going to be the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Who.
Sticks,
Basically,
Moody Blues.
Basically, any British band involved into the
kind of,
the
man.
British invasion. But that's the 60s, though. You can't do music in that time frame and not be a part of that British invasion.
Yeah, because even for me, from all the bands I've heard from the 60s, the Beatles has one of the better catalogs that I have heard.
Oh yeah, from top to bottom, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just what I've heard. Again, we're not even 30 yet, and so while people who grew up, think about this, and this really kind of hit me one time. I was like, okay, we've had an opportunity to grow up with music from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then as we're growing up in the 90s, get the 2000s, the 2010s.
Right.
So we have
decades.
like 8 decades worth of something like tangible we can just pull off the internet
Exactly.
and go through, whereas when people were growing up in the 60s or 70s, this people that were our age now in the 70s were listening to 60s and 70s, and that's mainly what they had. And we didn't have they had to go to their local record store and pick up a record or hear it on the radio.
Right.
And so then imagine if we didn't have Spotify or YouTube, and our music was just what we hear on the radio. Dude, we would be sitting there like, Fetty Wap and freaking Drake, Drake's not bad.
Well,
but my point.
I don't know. I'd still be listening to 97X, but yeah.
I don't think that 97X exists. I thought they were using their radio station for some. No, that was 100.1 or something.
What were they using it for?
Something happened with a tower for 97X, and another radio station took over for a minute.
That was shortly after the hurricane.
Yeah,
hit,
it was something weird.
And like the
I didn't know if
thing
they ever came
out-
back.
Yeah, no, 97X is still around. You can go to 97X or 97.5 or 97.7. I'm sorry, but yeah, correction. But you can go there, but
Okay.
it's totally different. Like they're still playing the old school stuff
Well, that's what I'm
from
saying.
like 2000 to 2010.
Most of I don't listen to the radio, but from what I hear, 97X is almost being like classic rock now.
Yeah.
Like they're playing stuff that's more, 70s and 80s.
It hits me hard whenever we think about what's on the classic rock station, like the true Arrow, whatever, classic rock station, 95
Green
High.
Day.
Green Day.
90s?
Linkin Park.
The
It's
90s,
on there.
man, the 90s was, 20. The end of the 90s was 21 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Yeah.
it's freaky.
It's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it's hard. It's really hard for me to believe that, Third Eye Blind's classic or Sublime is classic or...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Guns N' Roses feels classic as hell, but it's really not that much older than the bands we...
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like...
Guns N' Roses was what?
85, something
85.
like that.
Okay.
Or
It's not too much older. I mean, that's only 6 years before I was born.
Yeah.
So.
That's not... Man, that's crazy when you think about that. God dang.
Man. Time flies, dude.
Man, soon we're going to be doing a podcast in a rocking chair.
Don't put that curse on me, bro.
We're
Don't do it.
We're going to be sitting
Don't do
outside
it.
with the Florida bugs like, back in the 90s, I remember... I remember... Oh, I did remember at one point, but not anymore.
Good story. Good story, though. My grandfather, he has this big, like, overly sized window sitting in his living room. It's big, dude. It's like 2 or 3 windows combined to one window. It's insane. Okay, and
Right.
He legit sits in his little rocking or in his little recliner. He's got the TV right here, and he's got his window right here, right in front of him, and he will watch everybody who goes by.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, he'll watch everybody. And as the cars go, he keeps with everybody's schedule. He's like, I wonder where Ben is. Ben's not home yet. 7:30. He usually gets home around 7:25, 7:30. He hasn't driven by yet. And I'm like, dude, I can't wait to get to your age where I can just keep track of everybody's schedule.
At this rate, we're not going to get to our age, no matter how good we take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Look, man, all I'm saying is
not.
I see the world going down pretty hard. Just from what I can see.
You're getting pretty deep, bro. That's deep.
That's about as far as I was going to go with it. Because I think, this ain't Joe Rogan, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, we don't have a professional here.
That's right. It's just, we just kind of like your grandpa. Oh, well, I see this with the world. Oh, we're not getting our...
He's 93.
Which
imagine
is crazy.
him, yeah. Imagine him, all the stuff that he's seen and progressed. World's a lot different back in 27.
Damn. That thing just pop?
Yeah, man. I heard the pop too. I'm like, dang, maybe that thing's about to blow. I don't know. No, it pops.
Oh, I've never heard it do that.
Yeah, it's like the heating coil inside it heats up, and then of course you have the liquid, and sometimes that liquid gets a little bit of bubbles, and so it's like popping the bubble.
All right.
Yeah. It's nothing to worry about.
Back
Anyway,
on track. Which decade?
Back on track. Let's do...
Oh, boy.
Man. Let's
I really don't know, man.
let's just go new age to start out with. Let's go 2000 to 2010. It's a good time frame.
Now, does the band have to have started then, or are they popular then, or
At any point in time. So Linkin Park would qualify. Even though they started before 2000, they were just as popular, or they were probably more
So they had to have
popular
had
in
relevance.
Yes, they had to have relevance.
okay?
You can't go, oh, well, Pink Floyd was still touring in 2000.
That's a
Parts of them
stretch.
were still touring in
That's
2000.
a stretch.
Yeah, it is kind of a stretch, but it's
Yeah.
true. And
I mean, you're
know.
not wrong, no, but it is a stretch.
they wouldn't qualify. That's not going to qualify.
Right, Led
They
Zeppelin.
had to have
ain't,
came out with new albums, be relevant within
2000.
that. From
Man,
2000 to 2010
I'm
time frame.
I'm gonna start this off, but in no particular order right now. Well, I'll order them later.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna jot them down on here. If you see me typing, that's what I'm doing,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can remember. I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start out and say Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin,
Bro,
Man, Diary
they're
of Daring.
they're
Go ahead.
That band is like wine. almost every album has gotten better.
Progressively better.
It has.
And
I
then
mean,
their
to
old
me,
stuff is like wine too. It keeps its age, if not gets better as you go back and you listen to some of the older stuff.
I will say the songs like Sooner or Later or So Cold have aged a little bit. Like the mix is not something that you could put on now and be like, and put out on the radio now and be like, oh, this is brand new. Like it has a dated sound to it, I think, but it's an amazing song nonetheless.
Oh yeah, of course.
And that album was just phenomenal. The best album for me though, for sure, is the Diary of Jane album.
Yeah, that's probably their best album.
But I mean,
because Diary of Jane,
Phobia. It was Phobia. That's the album.
Yeah, right. Diary of Jane, that song is what put them on everybody's list.
And they were already pretty
that's
high
what
on the
opened-
map.
They were, but Diary of Jane put them into a whole different. It's like, now I can't even think of the band's name. Tears Don't Fall.
Bullet for My Valentine.
Bullet for My Valentine. They were
Yeah.
big, and then that song came out, and then it put them in a whole different category.
And what's crazy is that was their first album.
Right.
Their first.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow. So it put them on the map, that song.
Yeah, but they had an EP before that was pretty hot.
Okay.
But it wasn't nothing like their first album.
Okay, it was their
of course.
first LP.
Yeah, their first LP.
Okay.
No, but here's the thing, though.
Because I thought I heard them
I
before
feel
that.
like bands go through this weird phase, and it's maybe just me, but I feel like this. So you'll have Breaking Benjamin as a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Their second album is the We Are Not Alone album with So Cold and Sooner or Later.
Yeah.
And that album charted big, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, but they're not at like superstar status yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but as soon as Diary of
Right.
Jane hit, it was like, okay, they went from here to fucking here,
Exactly.
and they stayed here after that.
Exactly. And what some bands will do is they'll start or they'll be here and then they'll jump up to here from a song, but then unfortunately start to do this because they
Yeah.
can't keep that same
It's kind of like
that
Buck
same
Cherry.
energy. Buck Cherry is a good example.
Like Crazy Bitch was a
that put them way up there.
It did.
That song was getting so many plays. They came out with a radio friendly version of it just to be on the radio.
oh yeah, I mean,
just so they could get more and more plays. It was just insane. But still,
yeah, I mean, but
after a while, it fell off.
yeah,
It
and
didn't keep up with the times. The times changed and made it, I think.
Yeah, big time. Now it's really weird because we're getting. You know what? Let's go back to our bands thing because we're gonna keep forgetting, and it's gonna be like 2 hours of trying
Just
to
like we
figure out.
told you in the last episode, we're going to have to reel it back in. We're going to get lost.
That's right. All right, so I did a band, you do a band.
Right. You got Breaking Benjamin, and I'm going to top you up.
Well, I know which one you're gonna pick because I'm gonna pick them later.
You think you know what I'm going to pick?
Linkin Park.
No. I wasn't going to. I'm going to pick Linkin Park later, but that wasn't going to be my first choice.
Papa Roach.
No. Chevelle.
Oh, you asshole.
Topped you up, man. No particular order. Chevelle could easily be number one.
Man, you know what?
All of these bands could be easily number one. This could just be a list of top ones. This could be 1A, B, C, D, and E.
Bro, I oh God, I hate that because
Yeah.
I agree with you. I saw Chevelle live, like I said, and man,
This dude goes to see Chevelle live. Doesn't even think, yo, boy. Your
Dude,
boy wants to go. And then
your grandma just passed away at that point.
Oh, that's true. I totally forgot about that.
That's why I didn't ask. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, how bad is it gonna be? Like,
Unfortunate
hey man,
timing.
your grandma just passed. You want to go see a show?
Hey man, some people need that motivation to get back at the house.
But
depression.
I've known you a while, and I know
I
you.
wasn't very depressed. I was just helping Gramps out.
Yeah, so
I had to help Gramps.
I've known you for a long time, like we said in the last one, and
Yeah.
and so I already know you gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
with family. You ain't even worth trying.
right. Yeah, ain't worth trying. But that's true. If they ever come back around this area, we're going to see Chevelle.
A
I don't care if
100%.
it's $500 a ticket.
I mean, I care about that.
I'll go take a loan out.
You
I
gonna
will go to the bank and get a
you
personal
gonna do
loan.
it for me too?
No, you're gonna have to get your own loan, but I'm going to get a loan.
Well, the tickets were only at that time $38.
Oh, I got that. Yeah.
That was nothing for what the show I got. bro. It was in the sound was amazing, but it was so
And a small crowd.
it wasn't like huge, but it wasn't big either. But it's just
It wasn't huge, but it wasn't big.
I mean it wasn't small. My bad.
It wasn't huge and it wasn't big. It wasn't small. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't small. Would you say there was more than 500 people there?
Yeah,
Would you say that there was?
it's
more
probably
than
about 2,000,
2,000 people? Okay. I was thinking that it was just a. Never mind. I
is
I
that-
don't know why I was thinking Chevelle was playing at some random pub.
No, it was at the plant in Dothan.
Okay, I've never been there. I don't know how big the capacity is of that.
It's stretching maybe 2,000.
Okay.
But I mean, it was from stage to back, dick to ass.
Right.
And honestly, it was so loud, bro. The bass was so thumping. I had to sit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I had to, like, even from back there, dude. It felt like it was giving me heart palpitations every time the bass drum would hit.
Yeah, well, don't stand next to the speakers.
I
Either.
didn't.
This guy stands by the stacks everywhere he goes. He's like, well, I'm just trying to hear. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to hear afterwards, though. Fuck hearing now.
Oh yeah, dude. I was when I went and saw Sons of Saints. I was standing close to the speaker with a finger in my ear because that's all I could get.
Yeah.
And Eli was with him. He's like, bro, you're standing next to the speaker. You had a finger in my ear too. But I couldn't get anywhere else, and then I moved after like a minute because I finally found a little hole.
Yeah, you found a little way.
Hey, look, man, Salty Goat ain't that big,
Salty Goat ain't that big.
so I had to do what I had to do.
Once again, we're getting off track. Go ahead and hit number 4 for it.
I was kind of hoping it would. I was trying to think, man.
You can't think of anybody?
Yeah, I want to say 3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. Okay. Animals.
Okay,
That
but
one
it
X
has to
album
be
is the best.
yes, but it has to be the 3 Days Grace that had Adam in it.
Yeah, of course.
The new guy just does not.
It's like the new guy is the guitarist's brother, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
can't-
that's a thing.
I can't remember if it was or not.
It is the new guy, not the old guy.
I got you. All,
Yeah.
all I do know is that, man, ever since their first album came out, Just Like You, I think Burn was on there. I Hate Everything About You, Home,
Yes,
just, man,
that album was good, but then like
Drown
I said,
too.
But then, like I said, the 1X album is probably top 5 best albums within that time frame.
Oh yeah,
The
100%.
1X. Yeah, you had
100%.
Animals.
And the way I'm thinking about these top 5 artists are like, how many bands can I sit there and they're at least out of their entire catalog, how many albums can I sit there and do front to back? And with 3 Days Grace, up until the singer left, I can pretty much do front to back all the albums.
Yeah,
Same
in
with-
one sitting. Yeah,
Same with Breaking Benjamin, and Chevelle's pretty good at that too. But it's not full. Like
it's not. It's not. Their albums, I will say, they're not. You got to get the best of. But unfortunately, right now, no, they do have a best of.
Yeah, they do.
They do. I'm gonna have to give me a best of CD. It's
100%.
It's my number 4 pick that doesn't, and that is Shinedown.
Oh yeah.
Shinedown doesn't have a best of. Talk about a band that needs a best of. Their albums, once again, not good listens from start to finish. But
Not always. There's
from 1 to
definitely
13, but
there's
I
definitely
mean,
some
it's-
filler songs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just about like
But Shinedown, man, is a killer show.
yes.
Um,
The drummer went to our school supposedly.
yeah, supposedly. I mean, I have no evidence to back this up.
I have no evidence. That could have just been rumors from high school. High school had a lot of rumors.
But I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's to look it up. I ain't worried about it right now.
Oh no, you probably won't find it on the internet either. The only way to really know is to ask them.
Or
And I'm not
to
going to get close to that guy.
oh man, let me think of it. What's a third one, bro? A third one. This is kind of tough. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Lincoln Park. Okay.
gonna
Okay. I was going to save that for top, but okay.
Well, I would save it.
You
for
know what? I'm not going to pick what you pick.
That's
You
what I
know,
was thinking.
That should be a rule. You can't pick what I pick, and you can't pick what I pick.
That's why I went ahead and got him.
Did I just say that twice back to back? You know what I'm saying.
Look, it's getting hot in here.
It is. It's getting. Oh.
Got a shit?
Yeah, we got to do. No.
You just turned to me. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, because you said it's getting hot in here, and I was like, ooh, wait, no, we're just doing rock bands. No 50 Cent. I can't do
Nelly.
50. Oh, that was Nelly. That's
was
right.
Nelly.
Yeah, that was Nelly. That was Nelly, yeah. Still,
So take
only
off
rock
all
bands.
your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. I'm not, though. But
Yeah, please save us. Save us from that.
what's this us thing? No one's going to watch it. I'm kidding.
Hey, man,
Hey.
nobody's going to watch it, but you never know.
Yeah, the monetized thing. Anyways,
Hey.
what's your third, bro? What's your third?
My third. All right.
I don't know
since
if-
we're getting into that.
If you want to type it in, go ahead. I'm actually kind of comfy. I kind of want to chill for a minute.
I'll type. All right. Move this over here, too. Ooh.
Yeah,
It went away.
that's all good.
It's all good. All right. All right. Number 3 for me,
What's your number 3?
since we're doing the whole I can't pick the same thing you can't. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Papa Roach, dude. You gotta get the good ones out of the way.
Yeah, your whole man. I still, for some reason, the song "Just Want to Be Loved" is the thing I associate with them and you.
Way to butcher that. It's To Be Loved.
You know what? I wasn't gonna call you out, but that's not how you spell Papa Roach.
Hey, man. No one claims.
What is that? Sorry, we heard just a crazy noise in here and have no idea what it is.
Sounded like the ice cream man. We're getting delusional, dude.
I think so, man.
The ice cream man is calling our name.
I hate to say it, but let's finish our top and maybe we need to wrap it up, man. I think we're getting a little too baked in here. I'm starting to not be able to see
wrong
through my
with you?
glasses.
Take your glasses off and wipe them down, dude.
No, it's because it's fogging up. So no matter what, it's gonna fog up.
Okay.
Number 2, bro. I don't know. Number 2. By the way, hashtag relatable as far as like fucking glasses thing. Man, number 2.
Hashtag not relatable.
For you. You know what, man? This is tough. This is tough. I mean, what's coming to my mind is Disturbed, but that's not a front to back for me.
No.
It's definitely not a front to back for me. 10 years isn't either. Man, let me think. I don't know why I'm blanking on this now. I can't say Chevelle.
Nope. And you
Not-
can't say Shine Down or Papa Roach.
No, and Dark New Day was never one of those for me. Bro, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna sit here and say I don't know for a minute. So, if you want to go ahead and do,
I'll do number 2. You're thinking. You're trying to overthink this, and I'm going to go Blink 182.
wait.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. I
182.
associated with them with the 90s because they started so early in the 90s.
But they were still big in the 2000s. They came out. They were still
Yeah.
popular in the 2000s. Way popular in the 2000s.
All right. Yeah, I didn't consider them just because I always think of them as 90s.
Yeah. Well, they were topping the charts in the 2000s too, man.
Damn. You know what? Oh, shit.
You're overthinking it, man.
I'm not. I'm thinking of bands that kind of started in the 2000s, not that were popular in the 2000s. I gotta say, Drowning Pool, their first album. You know that's probably. And you know the thing about it is that if we had a list of artists, in front of us in the 90s, like from the 2000s, then I could probably do this better. But just going straight off memory, it's a little bit tough just because
A little bit.
we can't name the same ones, but we have our tastes are pretty much the same when it comes to that kind of genre.
They are, but I mean that's the whole
But I
basis
think-
around it as well.
But you know what? Since you did, I'll let you have the last number one spot. I'll go ahead and do actually Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Their first couple out. No, My Chemical Romance.
There you go, My Kim. That's all you're getting, My Kim.
That's fine. I know what you're talking about,
Yep, My Chemical Romance was really popular.
bro. Their song Helena. The kids are not. No. That was Offspring. Kids are not alright. I meant I'm not okay.
Yep.
And then was it? Well, something. There was a song that they had about that had the term "kids" in it, but not like the Offspring. The kids are not all right. It was something else. We'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You can't.
But
you
they
can't
had-
remember everything about everything, dude.
No, and the thing about it is that their first two albums, I think that's where they stopped. Is the one, and then Welcome to the Black Parade, which is arguably the emo Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it.
Oh yeah, the Black Parade, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's arguably the Bohemian
Every
Rhapsody.
single
of-
scene kid back then was high on that
Bro,
song. I think I
if-
listened to that song more than I listened to anything.
Bro, I bet you if I had a room at one of my gigs full of kids that are our age, like we're talking packed,
Yeah.
you know,
right.
I hit the first note like on my guitar, dun, 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 everyone
Yeah,
would be singing it.
everybody
It would go.
would.
It would.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have to sing the song.
No, you would have the crowd doing it for you.
Yep.
I'm gonna get rid of my Blink 182 because it is sketchy. It's on the line.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and repick a number 2 and a number 1
Ooh.
back to back.
Oh, look at that! All right, a special treat. You get two new artists.
Yeah, right. Gonna special treat it. So the first one is going to be Maroon 5. That was
Whoa.
rock. That was rock. Back
At-
when
at-
Adam
in
Levine
this
was
in this
rock.
era, it was.
Exactly.
Yes.
Within the
I
2000 to
agree.
2010 until he decided, well, we should transition more into pop.
Yeah, the band went from Maroon 5 to Adam Levine and Friends.
Mm-hmm. Adam Levine and Friend. Basically, yeah.
I mean, it
Once
did.
he started, really when he started getting on the show The Voice and stuff of that nature, then he started really getting away from the rock music, even though I guess based off of the judges, and I only know it from the first season, but they had Blake Shelton, which was like a country person.
Right.
And they had CeeLo Green, which was like the rap producer type of deal,
Yeah,
R&B
yeah.
type of thing. Adam Levine, the rock person, and then I forget who the pop artist was in the first season, but
I wanna
they had
say-
a pop artist.
I want to say it was Miley Cyrus because she transitioned to pop.
No. She wasn't. I think she was in there, but it wasn't season 1.
I can't
Season
remember.
1, it could have been anybody, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I see you driving around town with a girl,
Girl,
I love, and
and
I'm
I'm
like,
forget you. Oh, yeah, well, I was going to go radio friendly. Fuck you.
we haven't been radio friendly at all.
Yeah, well, that's true.
All right, man. What's your number one? What's your number one? So let's do a recap. Really, you can do a front to back with them. I thought about them. Their first album with "Swing Swing from the Tables of My." That was their first album, dude.
I know. So y'all know my number 1 up here, no in particular order, All American Rejects.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah.
You know what?
Absolutely, from front to top, I can definitely do All American Rejects.
Think so?
Absolutely. It's just that time frame. They were in the same time frame of Maroon 5, of all My Chemical Romance. It's all within that same
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
And I think that's the last zone that rock was really big.
Yeah, because it's gotten weird. Like rock is not. I don't feel like the rock that's able to get on the radio has not evolved. Even look at this. Even Asking had to change their sound to a old school rock kind of sound. What I mean old school,
Right.
I mean like stuff that these bands have already done
Right.
1,000 times over. just to get on the radio.
And
because it hasn't evolved.
I also think that it has something to do with the radio stations not evolving and not wanting to put the new age rock music out there, post-hardcore, whatever you want to call it.
I agree.
Deathcore.
I agree.
You know, even though they're not technically not radio friendly. Some of them are very deep emotional struggles within the lyrics, and so therefore, you know, but people they don't see it that way. They see it in a whole different way. And so that's what I'm saying. I think the bands are doing just fine with YouTube and Spotify and stuff of that nature, but the radio stations aren't, and of course the mainstream media doesn't see it the same way either. Used to, you could have a band like All American Rejects or Maroon 5 or maybe not even Drowning Pool be on Jimmy Kimmel or anything of that sort.
So here's the thing.
They could be there, now they can't.
I think the reason why radio hasn't progressed is because I think a lot of our generation and younger have kind of canceled out the radio.
But they hadn't canceled out the mainstream media. That's still very popular.
Well, no, right. But what I'm saying is that I can't tell you a time. Like I can. Maybe there's been 5 or 6 times, if I didn't have my aux cord or didn't have Bluetooth, that I listened to the radio. Mm-hmm. And all the years that I've been driving like on my own.
Exactly.
And so what I'm saying is that I feel like the reason why it hasn't elevated is because most of the listeners are from the time frame that this kind of music is popular. Therefore, bands that come out that sound like that, they're going to play them more.
Right.
Because they're actually still going to sit there and they're going to get listens. Like you can't. I don't feel like you can put an Asking Alexandria song from what was
Stand Up and Scream or Reckless and Relentless. You can't put one of those songs. You can't put The Final Episode, or you can't put I Was Once Perhaps. How's it go?
I was once maybe possibly perhaps a Cowboy King.
There you go. You got it. You nailed it first try, Mr. Asking Fan.
Bro, that's because remember that was my favorite song, and I had to sit there and always be like, Jeff, what is yeehaw?
That was Danny. That was Danny saying, "Look, man, I got a little country in me."
And now look at him now.
Yeah, I mean, he was sending us hints. He was sending us clues, and now
redneck Englishman.
That's why I don't think he's that popular within the country realm. Not that his music isn't good,
but I mean, think about it. There is a country-esque over there. Like there is country over there.
Yeah,
it's not the same like drink Jack Daniels and
What
I'm saying is not the same country as here. From what I understand,
there's country music over in the UK. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying that there can't be, but I'm
no, I mean, you're skeptical that there's not country music in
the UK. Yeah,
I think there is. It's just not as popular.
I think the country music that's over there is the same country music that we have here.
What I'm saying is it's not as popular.
Yeah. Right. I thought you were talking about homegrown UK country stars.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I don't. That's
so.
A good
country to me just speaks American. I don't think there's homegrown. I'm from Blackpool and now I'm singing country. I'm singing a UK form of country music.
Yeah,
because they have just different backgrounds and different roots, man.
Yeah, of course.
They have country music is just an American thing. But Blake Shelton and stuff of that nature is probably played over there.
But I know it got over there because that's where. So the blues from over here got over there, and that's how the British invasion kind of started.
Exactly.
Because they heard the blues from over here, and they just kind of amped that up. Mm-hmm. Which, thank God, they did.
Absolutely.
That shit was amazing.
A whole lot of really good bands.
Yeah, the UK comes out with some good artists.
They're very picky about their music too, though.
Of course they are.
Oh, yeah, of course, man.
Of course.
They're picky, man.
They're
just
about
picky
their tea. They're picky about their chips. They're picky about... I don't know.
French fries? They're picky about their French fries? I didn't know.
I have no...
Only
I have
the
no,
best potatoes.
Nah, man, I'm gonna
That
shut up.
wasn't a good UK accent.
Absolutely not. Danny would be very upset with you right now.
The UK people would too. Yeah, absolutely.
Probably. Hope no one from the UK listens to this. Man, this podcast is going to come back. Like, if we're ever famous in 10 years and we're like, let's cancel them.
Cancel culture.
He said something about the UK. He did a terrible accent.
Isn't that weird how that's the world? I think honestly, listening to other people and stuff, I think that we're honestly transitioning away from that.
Well, people are actually starting to fight back against cancel culture now.
Yeah.
Because it's getting stupid.
It is. It's getting
like,
a
there's some stuff that I like. There's certain things. Like, look, okay, so the whole thing was cancel Pepe Le Pew. Okay, he's a bit rapey.
Yeah,
I get that.
absolutely. Yeah,
I get that.
He definitely deserves to be canceled.
I get that.
Absolutely.
But we're really fighting over a gender of a plastic toy?
Yeah,
Like,
we're really fighting over the fact that Dr. Seuss had a yellow character with squinty or with pointed or slashes for eyes, holding a
I didn't know that was a thing. I heard something about Dr. Seuss, didn't know what specifically was.
Yeah. In one of the books, there's a character, along with several other characters within the same page, where it's just like an Asian guy holding a bowl of rice, running with slants for eyes. Well, it's a yellow character, and so they deem that to be racist.
Isn't Dr. Seuss dead?
Yeah,
Pretty sure
of
he's
course.
been dead for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't cancel him though.
Yeah, but
They canceled Walt Disney too. Yeah,
for...
the movies that he was making. Yeah, Dumbo, stuff of that nature. There's, I don't know.
I just, these are kind of new to me. I just don't really have
times. It was the times though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Dumbo
how are you?
had-
How? I don't understand how you can get. It's like this. It's like saying, man, I'm gonna get mad because a pirate didn't wash his balls in the 1700s.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. Or getting mad because someone dislikes someone without understanding them.
People just have to look at the past and say, yeah, it is the past.
That's
can't
what I'm
change-
saying,
You
like-
can't change the past. People with the whole cancel culture and whatnot, they want it to be a perfect world where there is no racism or sexism. One, there's just too many people in the world. You'll never have that. And
right.
then two, your version of perfect isn't my version or your version or Joe Blow's version of perfect.
I fully agree.
So-
we don't.
Right.
I fully agree that all forms of racism should be abolished.
Yeah.
I don't agree with killing history.
No. We gotta
I don't agree-
We gotta look back on history and learn from it, not
Well, if you
Throw
destroy
it
it, then
away.
you can repeat it.
exactly.
Look
Because
at
there's
look at what.
nothing to learn from.
But look at what history's taught us already. Is that things repeat themselves unless you actually learn from it.
Yeah.
Like it just blow that's what blows my mind.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't have an example of where you came from, then how are you gonna know? Hold on, I gotta think of a good way to put it. It's I honestly, man, I don't have a good way to put it.
But we're getting your basic gist here, and that is that history is deemed to repeat itself if you can't learn from it.
Right.
If you can't look back and say, hey, yes, there was slavery. Yes, it's fucked up. Yes,
Hell yeah.
Yes, all of this happened. Then not to say that we're gonna have slaves again, but
Hell no.
just the
God,
fact
I
that
hope not.
just the fact that it's kind of an example. You can't learn from it. You can't, because then if you cancel it out, then you're not going back and saying, hey, here's a fucked up time period and it was very messed up. I don't want to be that person.
That's what I'm saying, I guess. It's like it's like
a learning experience.
I think it's one of those things where the only way to really know is by like for example, if there's anyone still alive from the Holocaust.
Yeah.
This is just a hypothetical thing
Right.
that do they get mad when someone talks about Germany or are they mad that there's a statue or something. I mean,
Right.
only because, you know, obviously that's a fucked up thing to go through.
Right.
And so it's like, but are we going to abolish it so that way in another 100, 200 years, it's like, oh, well, we didn't even know this happened because we destroyed all of this history.
Yeah.
And therefore, there may be another Hitler that comes around. So eventually, if all the people that have died from an event that happens, and you have no books, no nothing on it,
Yeah.
who's to say someone can't come in and retake over? Because you have no idea. Like, I don't know, man.
You just there's nothing to teach you not to do it. You don't.
That's
know,
what I'm
you
saying.
You
Yes.
don't know that it was there in the first place, and we're talking way in the future. We'll probably be long gone before it happens.
Right.
But there would be no way to really know. And then therefore somebody's going to grow up potentially and be another Hitler, another Stalin.
It's always
know.
possible unless the whole
So-
society is taught that, oh, this guy came and did this, and then he did this, and then this is the result. If you don't have a culture that actually, or if you don't have a society that knows, so the guy came in here, said these things,
Yeah.
and I was like, wait a minute, this guy is kind of acting like this guy,
Right.
So we may need to watch out for.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't know
we
that.
don't really need to push him into a leadership role. But I mean,
That's kind of what I'm saying as far as all that goes, man.
this guy didn't get a chance to go to the art, become an artist. Now he can't be president. You got kicked out of the art college, you can't be president.
Man, all I'm saying is I think a lot of negatives are taught and learned. Like you see kids, they don't. I don't think like you grow up seeing any type of color. You're taught to see that.
Right. And
To a
then
point.
I heard a good quote about not seeing color. And that is, it was coming from a guy who's in a interracial relationship. And he tells his wife, who's, black, and he says, they were talking about their race and stuff. And he says, well, I don't see color. And then she responded back and says, if you don't see color, then you don't see what I've been through and what my people have been through. And so you got to see color to understand what they went through.
What I'm saying is that that it's taught.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And that's my whole point is don't take it out of history. Don't take the lesson out.
Yeah, don't take the lesson out. Exactly.
Like it's not cool to I don't know. Look, man, no matter what you look like, a person is a person. That's the whole point.
Exactly. You bleed the same color I do.
Unless
just
you're
like Joe Blow,
Bro, look.
Jimmy, doesn't matter.
The bones are all the
Everybody-
same unless you're a pirate.
We can diss on the pirates. There's not too many left of those.
Dude, I'm gonna have a group of like that guy with the peg leg from Family Guy coming at my house now.
What's that guy's? I can't think of
I
his name.
can't either,
yeah,
but he's
yeah.
funnier than hell on that show. And
Well, he's got 2 peg legs and 2 peg arms. He's all pegged.
yeah,
he's all pegged up. He's all
yeah,
pegged up.
yeah, he's all stub,
Yeah.
wooden stub. Yeah, man. But to wrap up everything we're saying is just look, man.
Just be good people.
Fuck yeah.
Just like we said in the last episode.
We did say
people,
that.
Yeah, let people just be motherfucking people. And if they want to live a life that's different from yours, you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to put up with it, and you can just fuck them.
Basically.
But just let people be people. I understand that when we take it too far, then it should be shut down. But
God, yeah.
But as long as it's not taken way too far, and don't take stuff out of context either, but taking stuff way too far should be abolished. Stuff that's just supposed to be meant to be funny, should just be left there. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. Nobody's forcing it down your throat.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah, 'cause it
let
gets-
people be happy.
Yeah, basically. It gets a little strange when you're just like, well, that offends me. I'm like, then you don't have to talk to me. Like, I don't
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to purposely go out of my way to offend you or
Right.
or hurt or there's stuff that people say that bothers me and I don't say anything. You know why? Because after that conversation, I might never see them again. That it may never get brought up again.
Right.
And did it change me?
No. No. It's like if one of your family members says something or one of your friends says something that you just don't find particularly funny or, maybe offends you in some way. Hey, man, take a seat back. Chill out. Man, the whole conversation isn't going to change you as a person. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. And then afterwards, the conversation's going to go and you have the choice to stick around or not.
I think
You
the
don't
problem
have to stick around.
I think a lot of the problem we have is we can't have a conversation anymore.
Right.
I think a lot of it is you can't. It's like, hey, why is this wrong? Without someone getting what you don't understand. What you fucking stupid? Like, well, now you're just insulting me.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to learn something.
Exactly.
And I've seen that happen a couple times.
Yeah.
And I mean, it definitely happens on the news and stuff where it's just like an insulting match.
Yeah.
It's just getting bad.
The news or the mainstream media, mainly the news, it's very opinionated, and they're gonna give you their version of the story. But where people fail is not seeing both sides.
You're right.
It's people who I don't watch Fox News because I'm not a liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And then vice versa. I don't watch NBC because I'm not a Democrat. So, and then they get complacent within that, and they don't want to see both sides of the story. They don't want to see both sides of the coin.
Yeah, and the news is a bad example.
They want a one-sided coin.
The news is 100% a bad example, but I think a lot of it, people get riled up and they don't want to listen. I honestly, I mean, dude, I'm always willing to listen to the other side, but if I can't understand it, don't be mad because I can't. I've learned you can't, and this is hard. You can't be mad at someone because they're not on your level of understanding.
Exactly.
Or you're not on their level of understanding.
Exactly. It's like going up to a first grader and talking to him about freaking. Yeah. And
even me, you can't talk to me about calculus yet.
Right. Yeah. You can't talk to him about that and go, well, you stupid idiot. You don't know what E equals MC squared. You don't know that? Like, you stupid. And then,
I mean, the thing is
you gotta
that
teach them.
You
gotta learn.
Every experience in my life brought me to my level of understanding.
I've always been fascinated with people's history and learning from it. And asking questions and saying, hey, what was it like when you were a kid? Or, what kind of stuff did you go through? Every time I meet somebody that's significantly older than me, that's where my brain normally goes. Like, I'm fascinated. What kind of jobs did you have? What's, this and that and the third. And so, I'm always fascinated with it. So, but it's a learning process.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a learning process, and it's just gathering information from what the horse's mouth has to say. But anyway, we need to reel it back in.
I think we're
gonna have to end it here. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can pick up on this next time.
Right. Just like every YouTuber, we're gonna have to tell them to like, subscribe, comment down below.
Positive comments,
absolutely. And subscribe. Well, yeah. Make sure the bell's on. That's the fourth one. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. Right.
And put that to all. Put that to all. Get all the notifications.
Get all the notifications.
That's
Rub
right.
it all in you. Yeah. There you go.
Don't ever want to hear you whisper in my ear again. No. Where's? Oh man, that probably wet you a little bit because of the condensate.
No, man, no.
Oh, I felt it come back on me a little bit.
No, man,
But
I wish you wet me. I'm hot.